Hello, I'm going to start this video up at the end and I'm going to tell you what we done on this trip, see if you're interested. So I did a one tree fire, which involves taking a dead standing, sectioning it and doing everything in one spot, and then we came back and I lit an upside down fire, little bit of cooking, not too much, bit of banter with the boys, and I hope you enjoy. Hello, I'm out camping today now and need to light a fire, and it's a pretty damp woodland. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the one tree method with a bit of a slant on it, my own method, which involves cutting it a bit higher than normal. So then you work your way down to get your tinder and your kindling. And so all I'm going to use a saw. I could do this with a smaller saw, but this is what I brought with me, and a bushcraft knife. Some of you may think that's not safe, but I did check the top of the tree to make sure there was no branches that were going to fall on my head. First cut is to make a batten. What I'm trying to avoid is things rolling around, saws jumping. If that's in the ground, it's not moving. So first cut now, I'm going to cut halfway just above the knot. Ideally, I could do with a straight bladed saw for this, but this is what I got. So there's your base. I can see some knots here, so I'm going to cut that off. Now we can raise the piece that's left and put it up against that as a brace. See where I'm going with this? Most of the trees cut up now. That makes a hell of a difference, having something to brace it on. You can even use the saw two-handed. So I'm going to work my way down here. May even have some fat wood in here, but I won't hold my breath. Unfortunately, this tree isn't playing ball. I've done this before and split them down perfect. You'll have to take my word for that. You wouldn't do that with a motor. Not a bad technique. I just got to tie it all up now, take it back to camp. Just got back to camp now. There's my wood, and I head across 2 rivers. So, soaking my trousers. I got good boots though. I got Dana Hunters, and nothing comes in with them. Lucky for me, the pot is on the boil when I come back. I'm absolutely boiling and I can't wait to sit down and have a cup of tea. There's Russ there, he's building his A-frame. And there's Scott thinking about carving spoons. Right, I've cut some boughs off the hemlock because it's lovely and soft. Smells wonderful, and it'll make my bed a damn sight more comfy tonight. And as far as I can remember from Horace Kephardt's Camping and Woodcraft, that hemlock boughs would give you the king of beds to lie on, and whatever I got left over makes a nice tea. So I should have enough here to get a nice sprung mattress for tonight. I got the brother. Oh, you've done it, have you? Tell the folks at home what knife you're using today. I got the baby brother of what Rob's using. This is the Terava Skrama Pukko 140. 140 being 140mm blade. Carbon steel, full through tang. Flat grind with a secondary bevel, and it's an absolute bruiser of a knife. I think I had it for about £65 posted from Finland. Really good bit of kit, but you don't mind then getting it dirty and smacking it through stuff. It's not a pretty bushcraft knife that costs £500 that you're too scared to get out of a cupboard. You don't mind bashing it through stuff, and it battens through timber like a dream with that extra longer blade. Obviously it's not as big as the one Rob's got, which you're going to see later. I'm crisscrossing these now in like a herringbone pattern rather than just putting them all lengthways, just to give me a bit more comfort. Should do it. We will return. So Russ is making a roof now, and he's using paracord and the jam knot, and he's using a stick to get the pressure on it.
Because my hands are soft.
Because his hands are soft, because he's a big girl.
I'm a button pusher.
Show them your knife, Russ. It's a lovely knife. How about that then? Look at that piece of kit. Not many of them about.
Who made it?
I did. So I'm back from my travels now. Got my bundle of wood. Unfortunately, the splitting down didn't go to plan. There's quite a lot of knots in the bottom of the tree. But further up the tree, some nice, really nice sections. I'm going to split up, make some feather sticks. And I'm going to use this to split. This is the Terava Skrama. It's a nice big knife. It's not too heavy. 2 handle positions. I've had it a few months. I'm really pleased with it. Because I've got some really expensive big knives and I'm favouring this. The only problem I do see with it is there's no 90-degree back spine, so it's crap for lighting a ferro rod. It is doable, but just at that section but there. So I'm going to split some wood up now. And then I'm going to make some feather sticks. Nice big handle, get your hand back, nice and safe for battening. I'm sure you don't want to watch me battening through all of this lot, so I'm just gonna call it a day for now. But the plan is for the fire is an upside down fire. I haven't done one for a while, so I'll get back to you later. Top.
Oh. That one, yeah?
No, so that way. So, a bit more work with the Skrama. Stuck it in a log, and I'm going to try and do some feather sticks with a stationary knife. Not too bad, will do the job. Done. So, we're not going to light the fire till it gets dark, and it's time for a brew. So Scott's cutting up some nice dry stuff, some nice dry spruce, and we're going to have a cup of tea on the wild, what's it called?
Wild Stoves is a make of it. Wild Stoves wood gas stove, I think.
Yeah, so it works really well. He's had it a few years. So we'll show you that being lit up as well. So for convenience sake, the good old light does come out. So we got a full Pathfinder bush pot of water to boil, and what I'll do, I'll time it now to see how long it takes to boil a full bush pot.
You're going to do real time, is it? Just stop it and then...
No, I'm going to stop it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see
No.
a pot boiling.
I got some paint in the bag. We
Going to see the paint
as well.
dry in it.
This might boil faster because I didn't realise the last time I hadn't pulled the inner down all the way, so I only had that much depth.
Right.
Now I've got a lot more depth, so I've cut them a bit bigger.
So that's going nice now.
So we'll do that first a bit.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is probably almost as boring as me mixing bread the week before last. And we're off. We'll get back to you. As we're waiting for the kettle to boil, I thought I'd put my roof on. Now, I don't know how well you can see this, but basically I've got clear plastic sheeting on the front, which is attached to a stick, which I can roll up if I don't need it, which is most of the time. I'll only pull it down when I go to sleep. And go around the back. I got a green plastic sheet, and I've just tied the ends up the top. It's a very simple idea, but it works really well. And I've just lent a few sticks on there to keep it down. It's a very sheltered spot where we are, so wind should not be an issue. It's basically following a super shelter, but not quite. So hopefully this kettle's boiled now.
It went boil quick, didn't it? Fucking stage 3, you put ice in it, you have.
I am the body.
You've had H2O from a glacier. And Bobby Boucher, you won't boil like. should have filmed you rolling that up.
It's on.
All right. There we are.
Awesome. So you can see how weatherproof that is now. And if it was very cold and I was relying on the fire, I'd put a reflective space blanket behind me to reflect the heat, but don't need it because it's not going to drop much below 1 degree centigrade tonight.
I just chucked it on the back. I'll clear my back now and see it's on the roof. That's got to come off. This is coming.
So we have boilage at, well, it's going to be 20 minutes. And the steam coming out and I can hear it. So we say 20 minutes to boil a full pot of water, and Scott's topped the wood up twice.
Yeah.
Twice. Cool. Time to cut up some big stuff for tonight.
It's the good stuff. We'll have to cook on it.
This is the problem with this saw. As soon as you start going two-handed, things start rolling. Three of these logs will form the base of the upside down fire. So I've put 3 big logs now on the bottom. I'm going to put a few little splits in between to level it out. Then I'm going to put a row on top, and I'm basically going to build this fire up about that high, and then we light it from the top and it burns down. In theory it shouldn't work, but I know from experience it does. time to light the fire. We've got our upside down setup going, so some big logs on the bottom, then some half splits, and then we've got some small wood on top, and I'm going to light the fire on top. A nice big bundle of feather sticks, and I got my igniter stick here, which is very fine. So fine it broke. So it's a pretty good bundle. Not really going to fail with a bundle that big. Hopefully it won't topple over. Good.
Okay.
So it's a couple of minutes later now, and the fire's burning well. As you can see, I've laid the last lot of split stuff in a parallel fashion, because we always prefer to burn with a parallel fire lay. If it's struggling a bit, crisscross puts a lot of air into it, and that's a good way to get a quick fire going. But this should be fine now, burning parallel. Burning well now. Got the tripod and chain up. Looking forward to a cuppa. Would you like a look around our shelters?
Here's the famous Russell Fielding.
Great Russell Fielding.
Craftsman extraordinaire.
In his super warm hat.
There's my bomb site in there. Got all my toys out at the moment because I'm carving.
Since the last time we spoke, I haven't touched it. I haven't put a stick on that, and it's burning really good. It's a lovely warm fire, and it's going to be looking after itself for a good few hours before we need to put any more on. So, cooking time now. Russ has got his 8 10-inch Dutch oven. He's making a curry, it smells stunning. And Scott's got a pot on the boil with his potatoes. He's already cooked his steak. There he is. Big beard. The upside down fire is burning lovely. I'm waiting for some more coals before I cook, because I don't want to burn my eyebrows off.
The question is, how am I going to warm my nan?
On the lid. So my food's nearly done. Got my ribeye here, resting, and I got small potatoes, onions in gravy, just cooking down a bit in there. Made my handle extender. Stole that idea off Zach Fowler. Thank you, Zach. And I'm going to have my food now. Well, it's 11 o'clock now. Time for bed. Fire's built up. Russ is here in the dark. Got his bed out. Scott's there, got his bed out. And my bedding's out. I did put a mylar sheet up, although it's not going to be that cold. I just thought, why not? See you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. Time to light the morning fire. We had plenty of feather sticks last night, so it shouldn't be a problem. Pot on. See you in a bit. Well, it's morning now, and it's light, which is good. Russ is starting to cook his bacon in his Dutch oven. I've already cooked mine. It's there. Let's have a close-up. So there's mine in my Pathfinder skillet, and Scott's over here. He's frying his bacon up on his bush cooker. Say hi, Scott.
Hi Scott.
There we are. Had a very good night's sleep, nice and warm. I've packed my shit up. Right, see you later.